So I spent the last few hours trying to figure out a Golden Nekker Vampires deck that was pretty good. This is the most consistent version that I've come across after going through about 3 or 4 different versions, and I thought I'd share it with you guys here. I find it's still very difficult to pilot because there are a lot of things that can go wrong with a deck like this. You could consider playing Maxi, but then I think we're getting a little bit too consistent with this given that I went and put in the Arcane Tome. But I'm going to go through the strategy here and kind of tell you how to play it, and we'll go from there. So this deck doesn't have any cards that are 4 provisions along, you know, other than the Musicians of Blaviken. So that's an automatic thin as soon as the game starts, which helps us out a little bit with the consistency of the deck. With Vampires, all the really important cards are between 5 and 6, and then the top end kind of around 9. I mean, we are missing things like Regis that are above that, but it is what it is. It's a little bit different way of playing Vampires, and the objective here is to play essentially one of the Fletters, the Ice Giant, the Neckarat, and the Alp in round 1, and then later on play Necromancer's Tome, because whenever we play a bronze, we summon a random copy of it from our graveyard to the same row and give it doomed. So what that means is when I play a Fletter in round 3, for example, or the Ice Giant, or the Neckarat, or the Alp, we're getting a second one of each. So this plays for a ton of points. If it gets heat waved, we're kind of out of luck. We just don't win the game, but that's kind of the whole strategy that we have lined up. We can't put a defender in this deck because it's 10 provisions now. So, you know, just something to think about here. It's a lot of fun when it works, but it's very difficult to make it work because we have to focus on getting these out early and then somehow pulling or finding a way to pull into them later. And I have things like Decree to look for stuff. I have Golden Nekker to help thin. We have Naglfar to get cards out of the way so that we can find more bronzes later. I have Arcane Tome to get this or this if we miss it. There's a lot of things that are going on. I have Megascopes to make clones of things, so if they have Graveyard Punished, it's not the end of the world. But essentially what the assembly line looks like is when bleeding is applied to an enemy unit, boost self by the amount applied every turn, so it's a counter of 1. And then we have these that give 2 bleeding, and it's a cooldown of 2, but when we play a vampire, it reduces the cooldown by 1, so we could essentially get 2 bleeding every single turn. We have the Alp that gives 3 bleeding, and an Order gives 3 bleeding. This combined with this is insane, right? Because we're getting essentially 3 bleeding times 2, so 6 bleeding, 6 points, 4 base body, just off of the bronze card. I have Cyclops, so that if we do brick this, let's say I have both copies of something, we want to make sure we can kind of get one back and get some free removal and do a same round type situation. I could do that with Cyclops. I have the scopes to kind of keep things going if we have to go and kill something, or if we just want to double up on something good like the Fletter. I have Queen of the Night to get around a Defender because obviously, you know, Defender, Carapace, or just Defender in general is going to be hard to get behind if they stack a row and we want to give a bunch of bleeding. So we have that, but we also have that Purify ability if, you know, they take one of our key engines out of play. I would use a Peller, but because we have Musicians, I had to go for her instead. Again, a lot of consistency cards just to make sure that we get things when we need them. A little bit of carryover from Siri Nova so that if we want to try to bleed into round 2, no pun intended, and we have the setup for it, we can do that. Catakin's a really high value engine. We give a lot of bleeding with the 2 Neckarats, so he's an auto include because, you know, we're getting essentially a spawn every other turn, if not every single turn. It's crazy how that works. And Verina's really good against boosty decks because, you know, not only does she give 4 bleeding, but bleeding enemy units cannot be boosted. So if I get the whole board bleeding, then any sort of boosty deck just kind of doesn't really work as much. And, you know, there's not a lot of like the Alzur Orb stuff going around right now with the Whisperers because there were double nerfs. So, you know, we don't have to worry too much about Vale apart from Ogroids. So for the most part, it works pretty well. And of course, we have a Purify for that if it's game changing. The Jotun play is just because I felt like I could have a 4th. So it gives me the option to have this. And Crystal Skull, just so we can keep an important engine kind of out of reach and also out of a lock territory. I have a bit of control in the form of Alzur's Thunder. I did have Riptide in the deck for a little bit, but I found that I wasn't getting my rows separated well enough because we're splitting Fletters by round and it summons 2 the same row, so I wasn't getting armor padded on the Riptide, so I went for Alzur's Thunder, the Cyclops idea instead, and, you know, just figured, you know, we'll save him for another deck where it makes more sense outside of the Tome. So that's pretty much it. It's a difficult deck to play. It can be strong under the right circumstances. I think it's very interesting, needless to say. So this video is kind of just for inspiration and for fun. I don't think it's a very competitive deck, but I've got some pretty good games here, including losses, that you guys can see how it performs. And again, I'm looking at your requests for the week, and if, you know, something comes up that I like, I'll definitely give it a try. Feels like I'm going to have to play some dirty control to get to pro ranks, so expect something like that for the next video. But thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great one, and keep those requests coming in. Okay, this is like the third version of the deck, and I'm kind of getting tired of it, but I think this might be the best one. I just need to draw cards when I need them, that's all. So I think we solved the problem. And we got... It's beautiful that I got all 4 in round 1. And this. I don't think I even need Crimson Curse. I want to save that just in case. And we have Golden Nekker access. This is perfect. I did not have this before, and it really, really screwed me over. I'm not going to waste any time with it here. I play around a random mana core, and not a heat wave, but you want to use that? Go ahead, I guess. That's probably Dagon. Yeah. We just let it go on, don't we? I think a smart move would be to take Catechin, because this deck pushes pretty hard in round 1. I think my long round does fairly well as well. Hopefully we get an early pass, but I doubt it. That's an easy consume. So we'll take one of these first. We should just be okay with playing the giant and leaving. It doesn't look like they're really contesting it. Because then that gives us round 3. Gives me round 3 Siri play in. My phone started playing my phone literally started playing music when I said Siri. I was talking about this one. Let me know if you heard that in the comments. Yeah, this is probably where we leave, right? That's fine. Like I said, I got out the 4 here. This is great. Okay, so I put back Megascope just in case. And we still have access here. We have really good stuff. This could probably stay for maybe a consume engine. Yeah, I think we're all right. Let's see the heat wave. If they do take Heatwave on her, then the tome is free. Nothing yet? I mean... It's kind of making me want to take it... No, this is a trap. This is probably a trap. Because then they rip Dettlaff or something and I'm screwed. I'm just gonna leave, man. So we got 8 points of carryover. They have the 3 from the Toad plus whatever that comes down to. How many specials do we have here? A few. Let's put this back for now. Put this back for now. So I have 1, 2, 3, and I'm just missing an Alp. So this is probably like the best case scenario. You're playing Haunt? So this is probably like not as optimized, you know? Does that mean you don't have Ritual? Or you don't have the Arrakis play? One thing for certain, they have Dettlaff. Honestly, it's fine. There are bodies all over the place, we could do stuff with them. Really? Okay, this is kind of cool, though. If you're going Crones on it, respect. I think I'm going to go for Verena next. They're trying to hit a damage by 6. Kind of hurts. Bleeding can't be boosted. We gotta hit the consume ones, right? That's basically what it comes down to. And then maybe just some of these so they waste. One of these will die, unfortunately, but actually they can kill that. But then it keeps Nekkerad going. I think we're okay. Alright, let's take this now. Might as well just go wide with it, force them to consume on stuff that doesn't actually give them payoff. Crones, Haunt, Dettlaff. I mean, I respect it. It's pretty cool. Oh, they do have it. How does this all fit? Definitely no Arrakis. Definitely no... There can't be like a heat wave and stuff. You're running out of space. 6 turns of fog. That's going to be on the lowest. We just go for it because we can. Golden Nekker here is fairly good. I think it's okay. It's melee.
Be not afraid. This will only hurt you.
We hit for 5 on what? Doesn't matter. We just dish wide. I'm just gonna go for this now. And then I need to hit for like a 3. This will die, and then this will die eventually. That we can't use it if they use it. Is that just for space? No. This game looks like a pretty good win. I like how we got full value in the first match off this. I'm really impressed. So what can I hit for 5? Just anything? Nah. It does clog them. Yeah, Morntard, okay. And then we just come down with our slammer on the same amount of points. Yeah. Just like this one. I'm surprised. That did pretty well. Alright, we got Fruits of Ysgith coming up here next. So I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's really good. Consideration to keep Cyclops for the Ice Giant. We have a point swing here if we need it. Golden Nekker access. I think I'm going to put Crimson Curse back for later. We do have Golden Nekker, so I'm doing fine. Let's just keep things this way. I got to play around Riptide. So let's just do this for starters. Probably won't boost the Nekkarat just in case. Little fruits control. Of course you've got a Hengate sword. The thing is, you cannot plan for that because no one ever has it. So, bear with me, right? We'll do Flutter next. They probably take the Riptide after. I wonder if I ever just boost it then. Then they have to take Heat Wave. That's fine, we can match that pace. Let's do one of these, I think. So they do it. They do it. I mean, we don't lose on even, so there's that. Despite the efforts, too. And I've played all four. But Nekkarat gets trapped within, so I actually lose Nekkarat off the... The trade was really good for them. Do I just take Ciri, though? Because Purify doesn't get you there. Tesha Mutant does. Actually, it does not, because you still get the bleeding. $24, 1, 2. I think I'm comfortable. Because Pellar doesn't do it. It's got to be a good card, I think. And there's that too. So now they bleed in, or I keep a card advantage. This has to go. Might as well go with the Nekkarat, honestly. I think this goes too. On a pass, I'm going to take Naglfar. Except Naglfar pulls things I don't want to play. That's annoying. I mean, they don't have dominance. Yet. Okay. Sure, I guess. Fine. We'll just do one of these. Go for the thin. Take Catechin next. I think we can maybe get through this round without having to spend everything. Especially if they don't click Tome. It's kind of a waste of a Riptide. We get bleeding 1. There we go. I mean, that is a pass for them, though. This is so corny.
Darkest dreams, I can make them real.
Yeah, let's keep it simple here. Why give... I don't know, man. This is going to be your Erendite. That 7's not that great, but it does kill the 6. And then, I don't think you have a heat wave, but, you know, I wouldn't be surprised at this point, so. I think what we're doing is taking Cyclops and just killing off that. And just letting it go for a sec. We get there with this. So I defend the bleed, get a couple leader charges left. I need to pull this organically and then pull these. Okay, this is actually not bad. Okay, I literally will just be happy. You know what I mean? So we're going to take this first. Pray there's no heat wave. 12, 8, 9, 8, 8. And then Erendite clicks at 7+. It goes special, unit, and then some. So we have to do this now, unfortunately. It's gotta be here. Oh, we just lose. If it wasn't for the heat wave, I think I would have been fine. But does that mean they don't have Morbid? If they can't fit Morbid, I'm in a good spot. Good. I was gonna say, man. Alright, we got Hospitality coming up here next. Problem is that we go tall. This will actually save us a lot. This is more of a round 3 card. I might use the scope early. Thunder. might not be that important. Yutin's probably going to be a late game card because it gets reset, or Ivard pretty easily. Yeah, this is kind of a bad hand, man. We'll do our best here. Take this first. I think the winning strategy is to get down Ciri, bleed into round 2, and get out before they do all their reset stuff, but it's a very delicate balance. So let's take this one now. We just got to take Ciri and kind of look at what's happening, you know? The problem is they could steal the status, but then I can always just purify it. So if they have Guillaume,
Praise be to the great sun!
I think I'm going in, actually. I have to play, so it's unfortunate, but I think we're doing it. Alright, so I did get what I wanted with 3 of these. Verena coming in clutch here too. This has to go. Golden Nekker access is good. I think we're going to get rid of her now. And if I go Golden Nekker, it's going to be pulling into bricks. So we have to do a soft bleed. Because I have to put this back. Really? Okay. I guess we're doing this then. I'm kind of trapped here, but at least they used Leader and Cahir. And this is going to bring out something we don't want. Actually, it could have been Cyclops instead, man. Come on. I still get 3 out of 4. So they probably have Sangreal for Ciri. That's where we gotta go. What's nice is that we did get Beauclair first side of things out of the way. There's going to be a pretty good reset, but I have last say for this play if I need to. Okay, so this goes back, and this goes back for the Golden Nekker. I have Golden Nekker. But I also have a brick now. I'm having a very hard time here.
The senses can be fooled easily.
You want to seize stuff.
Of self-destruction. A noble plan indeed, I say.
I feel like the more that I kind of stall, the better it gets for me. Here, let's just get rid of this crap. You see what I mean? We're actually taking value away pretty hard. This is winnable. Rainfarn plus reset, probably. I gotta take one for the team, don't I? Yeah. Alright, we have Carapace against Bloodscent. It's not really the best matchup for us here, but we'll see how it goes. So I've got 3 of the 4 main targets here in pocket. This can go back then. We have to put one of these back. Seeing Ciri is really good. I think I'm putting back arguably this one, but I just don't want to brick things for later. Again, I like the Ice Giant opener because it protects me on the Riptide front. Can't just play this and get stomped, you know? I don't think it's Kelly. Yeah, see? Really? I mean, that's one leader charge that didn't need to be used. I'm probably floating this, honestly. Because there's no way they're going to take Cyclops and kill it right now. You have Alzur's Thunder too. Of course you do. It's not looking good, man. I have to stall a little bit here, so we'll get rid of Might. What is my top unit from the deck? It would be a 7, which actually is not good for me. So we can't kill that. I think I'm trying to bait out the Riptide. It's like a really bad place to go here. I'm gonna pass. So what have we accomplished yet? 3. Good to see that. Golden Nekker's here. Golden Nekker needs more specials. It's probably Naglfar going back. We get the Fleder as well, so we're at the even 4. So they're running... Okay, so it's Manor Ogroids, got you. I mean, we just have to kind of play things like this first. Let's see the Riptide. There you go. Do they have Heat Wave, though? I'm in a pretty bad spot because I'm missing a lot of this stuff. Yeah, it still hurts. Okay. I guess we're doing it. Because I'm really in trouble. Let's do one of these. And we'll do... probably one of these. That was expensive. At least I could play Ciri next. My top deck is good too. It's like game winnable. Parasite coming down for 6. They're up by so many points. I guess Verena here is good.
Don't be afraid. It won't help.
They're going to go all the way in for Crumb, and I'm going to be okay with that, because I purify it. If they have Erendite, I'm in trouble, but I don't think this version runs it. This is going to have to wait. It's really this if I have to, this first. Okay, fingers crossed, man.
Don't make me laugh.
This would be your time, I think. We're not purifying that. We're just gonna have to wait. Let's give this bleeding. Oops, wrong card. Am I just gonna put him for 4? No, let's kill so that they can't girdle. I guess they're still gonna girdle this. But they don't have might. I'm just gonna leave it. Yeah, this is them really trying to get Crumb set up. Unfortunately, I have to do this now. And hope it doesn't hit it. I think we use one, actually. No Thrive procs. They still get the girdle. It's not enough, man.
Your blood smells sweet.
There's no way. If there was any way that this would resolve, we'd be fine.